Focus. Ideate. Innovate. Enable.
Hello and welcome to a brand new episode of Tata Docomo presents Do Big, Ride the Digital Wave, powered by CNBC-TV18. On the last episode, we took you through the inspiring stories of Telemart Shopping Network and InfoEdge to understand their digital and growth strategies. This week, we speak to the co-founder of Crux Digital, a flourishing startup in the enterprise communications field. We also get an inside view into the success story behind GGK, an established leading IT consulting and services firm. Take a look. Formed in 2009, Crux Digital was conceptualized to help organizations unify, integrate, analyze and supervise multi-vendor communication campaigns across all media. With a framework that is designed to adapt to each organization's needs, Crux's USP lies in their unique enterprise communication solutions. Jatin Gokani, the co-founder and business head, has been in the business for nearly 17 years. At Crux, he dons multiple roles, from communications, marketing and branding to client servicing, sales management and business development.
Crux was established in the year 2010. We started off as 3 employees and basic computers and no real server investments or anything. So at that point in time, we were working with different aggregators. However, we gradually grew into a company which is now of 15 employees and some investments in servers and disaster recoveries. We now are in a turnover of 5 crores per annum. Our expertise lie in effective communication, where Crux looks into details and analyzes how the growth of communication and effectiveness is increased. We started off as in promotions. We were helping enterprises to promote their products or services via different digital mediums, and we were using aggregators back then. Thereafter, we realized, and obviously TRI had come down upon the promotional bit and anti-spamming laws. Since then, we also saw that there was less value in spamming. We got into enterprise communications, where it made more sense to dig into the systems of customers, evaluate whether the systems that they are working on are really effective, whether the monies that they are putting in is really working for them. On the other side, the customers that are receiving that communication, is it really helping them, which in turn helps our customers. So we started looking in that area, and we found ourselves being excited every morning to come to work and just do some magic around this. So practically with 3 different communication channels, which is IVR, SMS and email in digital marketing, we whip up some 300 odd different permutations and combinations to make our campaigns work. So we've been catering to retails, BFSI and banks, also telecom service providers. The objective of Crux Digital is to not just for ourselves, but also take our customers to the next level. We take them to the next level. We are anyways in the next level. So having said that, we want to upgrade ourselves, challenge our yesterdays, making our tomorrows better. So that's primarily the objective of Crux Digital at this time.
With a massive jump in revenue and client base within just a few years, the expansion at Crux Digital has been extraordinary, and the role of technology in their growth has been pivotal.
There are a lot of programs that we found that our enterprises are using, which required a lot of customization, but due to the proprietary nature of the setup, the proprietors did not allow to do so. We decided to create our own frameworks and create our own infrastructure in terms of applications and programs that are highly scalable in very little time, and which are also highly customizable. So basically, we are a company that does not make a shoe that fits all and would ask the customer to cut their feet for the shoe, but we make the shoe according to the size that it fits the customer. So from using each medium, each communication medium in isolation, we tried unifying them, and we tried some forward sharing patterns, for which we made certain frameworks which are proprietary. We use these channels in a way that if one channel is not functioning as per expectation, the other channel would begin. As in, if there is a failure of SMS, it would trigger an email. If an email is bounced, then it would trigger an IVR call, and finally it goes to an F. Tata makes it very easy for us, because since we are using Tata PRI Alliance, and since Nelco is also a part of Tata, so it becomes very easy for us to host our servers in Nelco and have the Tata PRI Alliance, which already is available at Tata. That becomes a big advantage for us to work with them. As much as the PRI Alliance uptime is important, so is the server uptime, which work in tandem, which works with each other. So having one down does not help our business at all, and having both at the Tata setup makes it even easier for us. So we believe that the customers should only focus on what they are best at. They should be doing what they do best and leave the technology part to us. Whereas we ensure that the campaign goes through, we provide them with a proper reporting structure, which eventually helps them to decide their budgets, their strategies thereafter, what is working for them, what is not, who is working for them, who is not. These are the gaps that we are filling, which are not available with our competition at this point in time. So at this point in time, we have a capacity to expand up to 60%, which we want to monetize in the year 2016.
That was the story of Crux Digital. We'll take a short break now, but when we return, a look at GGK's growth story. Stay tuned. Welcome back. You're watching Tata Docomo presents Do Big, Ride the Digital Wave, powered by CNBC-TV18. It's time to explore the story of a company that has been hailed as one of the fastest growing technology companies in India. GGK Technologies is a global IT consulting and services firm that provides software development, product engineering, business intelligence and quality assurance services to enterprise clients. With 12 years of business under their belt, GGK today boasts of clients across India, the US, Australia and more.
We are a 12-year-old organization. It was founded in 2004 by ex-Microsoft employees Shyam, Paul Reddy and Shanti. What we do as a company, we build digital software solutions. When I say digital software solutions, it could be a simple web-based application. It could be a mobile solution, or it could be an analytical solution. We build this for customers around the world. Most of our customers are in US. We have a good number of customers in Australia and here in India as well. We have customers coming from different industries. Most of them are in healthcare. In healthcare, we work with large health insurance companies. We work with hospitals where we are building some cutting-edge electronic medical records, and one of the products that we are building specifically for Indian market is digitalization of the patient records. A lot of times we see hospitals are disconnected. There are no systems where doctors can pull up the patient's medical history. So we are building a system which will have the e-prescription, medication management. It has basic things like appointments and things like that as well. This will be implemented across hospitals here in India and in Australia as well. We work with customers in retail. We work with customers in e-commerce space as well. You know, a simple example of that would be an online tutoring. A lot of students these days are looking for personalized tutor services, and this is all web-based e-commerce kind of a thing. We work with airlines. We work with cruise companies, a lot of event management companies, helping them build applications for reservations, for booking tickets, things like that. So that's all part of our digital software solutions. Analytics is a big piece of our work. When I say analytics, we do again pretty much end to end. We help customers build, a lot of businesses these days. An example of this is if you are an online, let's say a radio channel, FM or sports radio channel, a lot of listeners these days are coming from online, whether they are Facebook, YouTube or different sources. So we help businesses understand the demographics of their listeners, and then they can build some solutions that will help increase their revenues. So a lot of work happening in analytics space as well. So that's what we do as a company, and we are growing very fast. We are 12th fastest growing company in India. We received the award from Deloitte last year in Bangalore. The year before that we were ranked at 30th position. So that's the quick background of what we do.
Being recognized as one of the fastest growing tech companies in India, competition is no deterrent for GGK in their path to success.
So obviously there are hundreds of services companies here just in Hyderabad. But the key thing for us is we do some heavy software, heavy lifting work in software engineering, which many of our competitors do not do. So as a company, the culture of the company, like I said, is we are built on strong software engineering practices. We are built on that, that what we call as computer science fundamentals. So the culture is very different. When we hire people, we tell them that we are hiring you as a software engineer. We are not hiring you as a .NET developer or a Java developer. So the type of work that we do for our clients is very complex, a lot of like architecture, design, performance and tuning, a lot of heavy lifting work. So our competition is with some of the boutique companies in US and in Australia, really. So some of the work that many businesses would normally not outsource to India, we are trying to take up that type of work. That is technically challenging, more cutting edge, more heavy lifting type of work. So our competition, I would say, is more like a boutique niche firms focusing in healthcare and in retail in these different countries. That's the culture of the company. Our attrition is extremely low. That's because we allow people to move across technologies, and when we hire people, even during our interview recruitment process, our success rate is less than 2-3%. Because we, like I said, we look for that strong logical skills and that computer science type of mindset. That's the key thing for us. One of the projects that we did recently, this is for Delhi, and we are planning to implement this very soon in Mumbai as well. So it's a citizens empowerment application. So a citizen of a Delhi can go to his area or wherever they live. They can rate the amenities in their areas, the basic amenities, right, like water, sanitation, condition of roads. The simple things like if there is a pothole on the road, they can take a picture and they can upload it. And this data is being fed to the municipal authorities, it's being fed to the elected representatives. They can rate their corporator. So there's a lot of simple application, but a lot of data can be collected. Even here in Telangana, our IT minister talks about a lot of such initiatives, making Hyderabad a smart city and things like that. So a lot of such applications that we are developing as part of our digital effort. So a lot of things are changing the way people operate and the way the government and administrators are functioning.
Technology is of course key in all operations at GGK, and the result of having a strong digital framework is the creation of products and solutions that are truly unique and revolutionary.
So one main solution that we use is we have different offices in Hyderabad. So we need connectivity between them to work seamlessly again. So we have a virtual pipe between offices. This service again is kind of provided by Tata. So most of our servers are in one of our office and accessed all over our offices. Across 3 offices, we use only one. There is only one location where servers are. So that way, people don't know where the servers are, but yeah, it is very seamless with this backbone connectivity. There are other services like, as I said, MVoIP service is one. MVoIP is more to connect to our US customers. seamlessly, where previously, as I said, we used to use some of these virtual softwares and all, but that was not working. MVoIP has given very good connectivity to our customers, and customers are really happy with this connectivity, and literally they don't complain now. We have to work closely and kind of sit together and do programming, even though we are in two different places, and that can happen only with some of these latest technologies. It's not just the technology. Internet speed is highly important because you share a lot of data between the systems, because if you are sitting on two different machines and you have to see same screen, that is a lot of data exchange, and that data exchange is possible only through very good internet connection without any disturbances again. So that way Tata is kind of providing very good high speed internet connection for us without much disturbances. So it is working out, and customers are really happy with the current setup.
It's time for a short break, but don't go anywhere, as we are yet to hear from the co-founder of GGK, Shanti Reddy. We'll also hear from each company about their views on digital disruption and the way ahead. Stay tuned. Welcome back. You're watching Tata Docomo presents Do Big, Ride the Digital Wave, powered by CNBC-TV18. Now, before the break, we got an insight into the story and strategy behind the success of GGK Technologies from the managing partner and the head of HR and operations. Let's now hear from the co-founder Shanti Reddy about how technology is used not only for the creation of revolutionary solutions, but also for the seamless functioning of the company's internal operations.
Well, there are multiple things that we do. It's multi-pronged what we do in terms of work, right? So if you think about it, there are various admin kind of activities that happen. There is the HR team, there is the systems and networking team, there is the recruitment team, there is the accounting end team, right? And so what happens is that there's a single app that we ourselves developed, which we call Sangam, and wherein a lot of the functionality happens so that it all gets stored in our own databases, which we retrieve and then use. But there's nothing really that we use stored in paper. So if you look around the office, there's nothing, unless and until it's compliance related, nothing else gets stored in terms of paper format. Everything goes, if anything is given to us in paper also, we intentionally ask people, you either give it to us in soft copies or we're liable to lose them somewhere probably if it's not in soft copy. So on a daily basis, there are advancements made regularly to make sure that we are constantly being in touch with the entire world. So previously, when I was young, it used to cost 14 rupees a minute to call to US. Now it's almost free. I mean, just that aspect makes you seem that we are no longer this faraway place, but we are a single entity moving together. GGK as such, we develop quite a bit of applications for our customers, which help and remove a lot of their pain points, right? Anything where they have issues with. So software is still based on that. So anywhere there's going to be a problem, so we make sure that there is an app related to that, so that there is no physical hard work or there is no mental related hard work. Some of the work, it can get done by the computer itself, and then just the thinking work can be done by the person. The rest of it can be done by the computer.
That was the story of GGK Technologies. Now, with the implementation of innovative technology solutions at the core of these companies' strategies, let's find out how digital disruption has impacted their development and what they predict will be the next big disruption in their industries.
The way things are moving at this point in time, we see that the physical need of hardware to provide internet and telephony services is diminishing. So that is a new digital disruption that we see in the forthcoming months, if not later. We see that transferring into a SIP technology where the hardware upgrades will not really be required. The investment for companies like ours will be minimalistic. The scalability will be much higher and faster. As much as we are trying to empower our customers to use technology and systems to do most of the work that humans really don't need to interfere. So humans can do better things that computers can't. So while we are enabling our clients to do so, we have to enable ourselves to do the same. So, which is why you will see that our focus in manpower is much lower, but our focus on strengthening our technology is much higher. So we have to upscale our internet services or our computers or data center services or even PR Alliance, moving from PRI to SIP gateway. These are the things that we need to do to ensure that our customers enjoy the latest updated technology.
The big move that we have noticed is a lot of focus on automation. A lot of things, even in our industry, the companies that were offering services for manual work are now trying to offer services for automation. So how do we automate things end to end? That's one big thing that's happening. Like a simple example would be, how do we automate testing, or how do we automate operations? There's a lot of demand for DevOps. Lot of interest on cloud, because people don't want to spend money on software, hardware. So a lot of shift from on-premise to cloud kind of a solutions.
There is something as simple as any application that you build that brings people closer, that brings like technology is going to be used in the driverless cars also. So that and so many, the robots are going to be a big deal in the next 10 years. I would assume all of that is going to be part of our life. So I see. In our lifetime, I'm going to see a lot more changes is what I...
Digital disruption, at least in India, it has penetrated all over into our kitchens, bedrooms, everywhere. Now we can operate our AC at home through our mobile phone while you are on the way. Probably the next big thing is, I would see the area where we rate some of our politicians, the way they work, kind of avoid corruption in India, because you have information all over, and the way information is shared, it is hard now to be corrupt.
That's all that we have for you on this episode of Tata Docomo presents Do Big, Ride the Digital Wave, powered by CNBC-TV18. But do tune in for the next episode as we decode the digital strategy of another pair of inspiring companies. Until then, from the entire team, many thanks for watching.
Focus, ideate, innovate, enable.